All right, I am getting the body ready to get painted. Right now I'm going to take a razor blade and I'm going to remove these pinstripes. Got them on the front of the golf cart. Should be pretty simple. Just kind of slide it underneath and it should just come right off. Then we will sand it. I already got it all cleaned up, so I'm going to sand it and it should be ready. All right, I got the pinstripes removed, got the club car emblem removed. Still got lots of stuff on here, so I'm going to go over with really abrasive 80 grit sandpaper, try and remove some of the stuff that's still on here. Then I will sand it down with a really fine sandpaper, and then eventually I will fill in any holes, then sand it again with the fine stuff, and then scuff it up with Scotch-Brite pad, and then I should be ready to paint. So here's what it looks like before the 80 grit, and you'll see what it looks like in just a second. Well, I got it sanded down with the 80 grit, and so now I'm gonna go over it with a lot finer. I'm gonna go 320 and see what that does. And I think we're getting there. Hopefully soon we'll be ready to paint it. Well, I have got it sanded down. May not look it, but it is really smooth. I'm gonna go over it again and see if I can find any gouges or anything. There's a little one right there. I might put some filler in. Other than that, it's almost ready. So I'll take it out, clean it up, and then get it ready to spray. All right, I'm gonna fill some holes. I've got this Bondo glazing and spot putty I'm gonna use to fill in some of these holes and some of these gouges that I have in here, like right there, right there. So what I'm gonna do is just fill it in, then scrape it, and then sand it down nice and smooth. I've got it really smooth right now. It doesn't look like it, but it's really smooth. So yeah, I'm gonna fill those up and try and find all the little cracks and stuff that I can everywhere. And then I'll be ready to get this thing ready for a coat of primer. Okay, I got the front part of the golf cart all sanded down and spots filled in. I think I am ready to start spraying. I'm gonna spray it with primer. I'll probably do a couple coats. So the first coat is just gonna be nice light base. I'm not gonna try and go for full coverage. So let's just get after it. By the way, I have the multiple doors open here in my shop. It's a little windy outside, so I don't wanna do it outside, but I have plenty of circulation. Couple more passes, and then I think I'm just gonna let it dry for a little bit.
All right, I think that is good for now. I'm just gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna overdo it because I don't wanna have any running or pulls or drops or anything like that. So let's just leave that the way it is right now and come back in a little bit. It looks like we are ready for the second coat. So let's get going on that. Same thing, I'm just gonna try and fill in the areas, but just light coat, and eventually I will get to where I need to be. And so I always start with the can off so I don't pull it up a little bit. All right, this coat should be about done. I'm getting mostly full coverage. Staying light on it, not overdoing it. It is drying very quickly though. And by no means am I a professional painter, but I think this is going to work out pretty good. We'll go back and do another coat in just a little bit, but I think it looks pretty good. It is the moment of truth. We are going to start spraying some purple paint on here. So let's get it. Just going with a nice light coat to start. This part right here is a little tricky just because of all the different shapes. Okay, let's give it a few minutes to dry and then we'll go back and do another coat. But it's starting to take shape. All right, there is what a couple coats of purple paint looks like. You know, it's not the greatest, but this is a golf cart. It is gonna be just fine for us. A little bit of scratching you can see right here, but that's okay because I'm putting the logo back on. But other than that, I think it came out okay. Nice purple. It's kind of dark in here, so you can't really tell. But yeah, it's gonna look good. We're gonna enjoy it a lot. So I'll probably wet sand this a little bit and get it kind of shiny, but I think it looks pretty good.